comics are stupid.
No Harry Potter movie is good.
And you're like, give me the Snyder Cut. Oh, sorry, just walk in front of you here. Gonna put my popcorn down. Oh, sorry, gotta put this here.
Universal needs to sue Sony.
Hey, I'm an idiot. I was fired from Fox. Let me go.
I'd like actually to see Venom just crush Spider-Man.
Hello everyone, so I'm back today, and I'm going to be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 3 now, The Power Broker. This episode was very good. Now when I say very good, I mean literally very good. They gave us a lot more. I think we got a lot of Zemo, we got some Sharon, we got some Falcon and Bucky obviously, and we got some John Walker. It's a nice mix of everything. We got some introductions to some new characters, including the Power Broker, and this is one I want to talk about first because, see, this is the thing with the Power Broker. Once again, you got another character who's a businessman who's going to do some businessy stuff, right? So you can put him with, all the other bad guy businessman characters which exist in the MCU, who will probably end up being a minor role in this, and so. That's the kind of thing that bugs me sometimes, is when they do things like this and they have these characters like the Power Broker who are just businessmen who are just going to be, there. You got Ant-Man, two of the villains from those two movies are the businessman characters. You've got, you've got people from the Iron Man movies, right? I feel like it's a very... And they don't end up doing anything. It's not like they go on to do things, and eventually you'll have Norman Osborn, I'm sure, right? And it just that's the thing that bugs me. But other than that, I mean, it's cool and to see what they do with this. I feel like they're setting up AIM to an extent here, especially with how they've been kind of talking about things. And then you saw the yellow kind of hazmat suit thing. I think AIM is being set up here. I can't be sure, obviously, but that's what I feel like is being kind of they're trying to set up. We also learned about the Super Soldier Serum and how there were 20 vials made, and that they were all stolen by the Flag Smasher. So it's interesting. And now the scientist who made them is dead. So I wonder if we'll maybe see this again in the future, or if this is them kind of ending this creation of more Super Soldier Serum. The other thing was, of course, that they broke, Bucky and Falcon obviously broke Zemo out. Now we got to see Zemo in his costume, and he's kind of being a good guy, and I wonder if he'll turn into a bad guy, or if he'll kind of be a good guy and then kind of go off and maybe later on come back as a bad guy. But I like Zemo a lot. He's, so smart, and he was reading Machiavelli, which was really good because I like Machiavelli. Cool guy. Good book. The Prince, that's a good book. And so I think that was very cool. And then they also brought in his Baron title, which was good. And, I mean, then they're going around and they're, trying to figure out who made the serum and whatever. We got to see a bit of Sharon Carter's story and how she's kind of been on the run and not parted. But then she went into a car with someone, a part of a secret organization. I don't know who it'll be. I don't know. It could be the Liberty Ladies or whatever the word is. Whatever that organization's called. It'll come to me, I'm sure. But yeah, I mean, that kind of idea of who Daughters of Liberty, that's the one. And maybe that's what they're doing, or maybe she's doing something else, but it'll be interesting to see what she's up to. And then at the end of the episode, the other big thing was, of course, getting to see the guard, the Wakandan guard for King T'Chaka, which is, of course, the Black Panther connection in the show, which, it kind of seemed logical would appear, but I was surprised that it did end up appearing. And it'll be interesting to see where that goes and, to what extent that plays into it and how much Wakanda will play into the rest of the show, because we know that, of course, Bucky has that Wakandan connection. Obviously, the guard of King T'Chaka, who was killed by Zemo, has that Wakandan connection. So it'd be interesting to see how that all plays out. And then they do continue to push on this idea of Isaiah, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. And then if they do, the other thing which I forgot to mention, my last one was, of course, Patriot, of course, being the kid of Isaiah, the person who will end up probably being Patriot is the kid of Isaiah. And so it'll be interesting to see if he comes back into play or not. We're going to see a bit more of Carly Morgenthau and kind of what her deal is as Flag Smasher, and I think it's good. She's a good character. I like her as a character, and I think it'd be interesting to see if they keep her around as a villain, which would be cool. Yeah, but I mean, Zemo's costume's amazing. I love how they kind of just subtly just said, yep, we'll throw in the costume here. And I do really I hope we get, in the next few episodes, as in, because there's only 3 more episodes, I hope we do get to see Falcon properly as Captain America in the last episode, because I assume that's when they'll do it. And then we got to see a bit of Captain America. And see, this is the thing, right? Slowly and more slowly, you're starting to really dislike the character of John Walker. And I think that's the idea, like when he was, you're kind of rooting against him, and now I think he's kind of starting to become a villain, I guess, quote-unquote villain, which I think will be a very interesting thing for them to do with the NC. See, now you kind of got 3 villains, I guess, and then again, quote-unquote villains running around. And then I guess you also got the Power Broker, because there's Zemo, you've got Carly, you've got the new Cap, John Walker, and you have the Power Broker, I guess, is 4. So it'd be interesting to see how all of those kind of aspects play. And then we don't know about the Wakandan Guard and what will happen there. But I mean, it was very cool to see this kind of aspect of there's just so much right now, and it's kind of setting up for the last 3 culminating episodes of the show. So I thought that was good. But if you enjoyed it, let me know what you thought of everything down below. What do you think is going to happen next? And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you liked it. If you got this far, you liked it, so then just click the like thing. And then I'll see you next time. Bye.